Alright, so we have arrived in Lucerne and the train got us here a bit early. The weather over here is currently 0 degrees and I think that is what I will be expecting for the rest of the trip or even lower. Hostel from here is around, I think, a 7-minute walk, or I can also take the bus because if you book a hotel in Lucerne, you get a day pass for which you can use the public transport for free for 24 hours. So yeah, I think I'll be making use of that travel pass and taking the bus to the hostel. This is the common living room that we have in the hostel. Yeah, it looks pretty cozy and chill. And they've even got a small kitchenette with a fridge and some cutlery. And the coffee machine requires 2 Swiss francs for coffee. And they have these other things. And they've also put a price on it. So if you need to eat any of those, you just gotta pay for it. And there is also a balcony that you can stand and get the view from. A bit dark here, but yeah, looks quite nice in case if you don't feel like going out and just like to enjoy the view from up here. Yeah, looks pretty nice. And this is the main town center of Lucerne with all of the shops. But yeah, since it is already 7 p.m. in the evening, all the shops are pretty much closed. And this is where they have most of their famous Swiss brands. Even though it is the tourist season right now in Switzerland, you can see that the streets are quite empty, even though it's only 7 p.m. So something that is quite different than the UK. As in the UK at this time, if you would go to any center, you would find a lot of people and tourists out, especially on a Thursday night. Day 2 here in the beautiful city of Lucerne, and currently it is 8 a.m. in the morning, and as you can see that it is raining heavily. So this is the famous Lucerne Lake, and that is one of the famous bridges here in Lucerne. Let me show you what it's like from the inside. And so far Lucerne is one of the smaller, more modern towns here in Switzerland. Not much here to do except visiting Mont Pilatus, which I did yesterday. So other than that, most people do just a day trip from either Zurich or Interlaken. So that should also be fine, unless if you want to really rest. So you can choose to stay in Lucerne. Apart from that, the hotels here are much cheaper than Zurich, so that is one other option that you can do. A lot of people stay here and then just do a day trip to Zurich. Zurich is just 1 hour away by train, and which does not take much. Shops here in Lucerne open at around 10 a.m. So as you can see, all the shops are currently closed, and not many tourists here compared to Zurich, so it is very quiet even in the evenings. So as you can see, they have another bridge right across from the one that we just went over. And they also have the famous catamaran river cruises from here, but they are not operating today because of the weather. But in case if the weather changes, they might restart. So I'll keep an eye out for that. And this is the second bridge, and again you can see that they have these paintings on the roof all across the bridge. This is the famous Zurich Clock Tower Church. So it is currently closed. I don't think we can go inside, but it looks pretty cool from the outside. And this is the famous Lucerne Marina, where you can find a lot of lake tours and river cruises. But currently, as you can see, none of them are operating, mainly due to the weather. And it takes you through the mountains, as you can see from here. Yeah. So but I've been told that the views are really amazing, but mainly on days when the sun is out, especially on a day like this when it is a lot of fog. Not much is visible, especially from a distance. Only you get to see things when you are close to the Swiss Alps. But yeah, so looks pretty good, but you just need to check the weather before you come here. This is another one of the high streets where they have most of the high-end Swiss brands over here. So it's almost around 10 a.m. and the shops have started to open, but still not many people around here. This is the hotel I'm staying at in Lucerne. It's called Kapellbrücke, and they've got a pretty cool concept. So the building is also occupied by other things than the hotel, so you just go to the 5th floor. And the thing about the hotel is that there is no reception or person on support for on site, so in case of an emergency, I don't know how that would work. They do give you a WhatsApp and like they stay in touch with you on that, and they're quite responsive. Once you're here, there is another door, and you need the code for that as well. So they also have a living room area with the kitchenette downstairs, and this is where we have the place to stay. And this is what it looks like from the inside. And as you can see, these are all the capsules here. And so this is the capsule that I got. I mean, nothing too spacious, enough for a person to sleep in. You can easily stretch your legs and they have all the sockets and everything there. So yeah, pretty small, cozy and chill kind of a vibe. And then they have the showers and the toilet here. So and I paid around £45 per night for this, and I think this is totally worth it, especially if you're just coming in to sleep. And in case if you would like to use the lockers, you need to bring your own lock. So yeah, overall pretty nice. So guys, we've reached at the Lucerne train station and the train is already here. So we have another 20 minutes before the train takes off. So let's see if we can find a good seat and put our luggage somewhere. So yeah, the train in Switzerland are very punctual. They're always on time. So just make sure that you are here at least 10 to 15 minutes early. And sometimes the trains do get really crowded, so it gets a bit hard to find a good seat. So yeah, it's better to come early and find a good seat where you can get the views from the windows. And the trains also have a restaurant inside in case if you want to come and eat something. This is the second class seating area, and so there are no reservations. You can just sit anywhere, and this is a place where you can put your luggage if you have any.